Aha! Yash, Koodle, I have an answer for you. I have a video for everything. Of course I have a video for everything. Watch this. youtube.com/EEVblog2. Why don't I hire a video editor from 4 years ago? There is the link. I've done a video for everything. Fair income. So I'll answer the question. Yes, even though I linked you an entire video. The TLDL of that video is why I don't hire a video editor is because I already shoot my videos in sequence. Okay? So it doesn't take me long to edit them at all. I simply take the clips that I've shot, I drop them into my timeline, I trim the start and the end of each clip, and I add a couple of like overlay images. I take screen captures and take some overlay images of data sheets and things like that. And that's it. Done, render, upload, Bob's your uncle, right? So like a 30-minute video might take me 45 minutes to an hour to edit. And then, right, and then I have, look, and then I've effectively watched that video. When I finish the video, I do not watch it again. So when I finish editing and I render it, I don't watch it again because I trust myself that I've gone through every clip and I know exactly like that is a finished product. And I'm 99.9% confident that there's nothing, horribly wrong in there and it's fine, right? Very, very occasionally would I have to pull a video. Less than 0.1% of the time or something. So I'm 99.9% sure that that is fine and it's a finished video. Now, if I just did that content, put it on my NAS box or whatever, and somebody was alerted, third-party video editor, they can download the files, they edit the thing, okay, then I've either got to trust that video editor that they've done it perfectly, or I've got to watch that whole video again. And if it's a 30-minute video, I've got to sit there and watch a 30-minute video. In fact, it'll take more than that because I've got to pause it, maybe make some notes about, oh, no, I need an overlay here. I want a data sheet overlay there. Oh, no, I said that wrong. Please add this correction here and stuff like that, right? So I'd spend almost the same amount of time I would do editing the video just to review the video and potentially get any, of course, fix any errors, give it back to them, they render it again. And yeah, sure, I wouldn't have to watch it a second time. I'd trust that they did the things that I did, and that'd work pretty well. But no, I'd spend just the same amount of time. And then, right, somebody would have to have the same technical knowledge as me to know that something's wrong. Right? To know that if I said something wrong or I didn't intend to mean what I said, my mouth wasn't in touch with my brain, right? And it'll lose all the small touches like that. So that's why I don't do video editing. And my videos wouldn't benefit. Like in terms of production quality, they would not benefit at all. Does anyone disagree? Ian Scott Johnson enjoys the editing process. Does anyone disagree? I do well enough on my videos, I don't need to hire it out. Yeah, I think it'd take me the same amount of time or more, and I would not get as polished a product. I would get a wankier product. I would get, it'd be polished. Maybe they'd like add a little zoomy in and a zoomy out, and they'd, I don't know, like do some wanky stuff, right? They chop it up and they change, make it look like they zoom into my face as I'm making a thing and then zoom out, and it'd be wankier, but it wouldn't add, and it certainly would not add any technical value at all, at all. The person doing the video editing would have to be more knowledgeable than me on the subject that I'm talking about. There's no way that's going to happen. No way. 0. KDO, CAC's been watching for a decade and it says no. Yeah. Hey, XJet in the house. Hey, Bruce. But we're just talking about video editing at the moment. I'm sure XJet doesn't have a video editor. I'm sure Bruce doesn't have a video editor. Zen Wizard Studios enjoys editing, but my videos are content heavy, which is also why I like Dave's and Ian's videos as well. Yeah, mine are just content heavy. Like, I just finished editing just before this show. I finished editing a video on, I did a whiteboard thing on solar battery, home solar battery storage. You can see it. The patron supporters have seen it. I struggled to get that under 20 minutes. Oh, I chopped out. I went, no, this has to be under 20 minutes. So it's 19 minutes and 59 seconds or something. And I just got it under, and I chopped out a lot of waffle, but I thought it was interesting waffle, but I ended up chopping it out, and it's just, yeah. Anyway, it is, yeah. I don't know if my videos are content heavy or waffle heavy, but I like to think that everything I include is at least of use to someone. So that is my attitude. If it's that's my level of leaving something in a video or whether to cut it. Is this potentially useful to someone? Yeah, okay, 95% of people might already know this. This is obvious, but an extra 5% might think, oh yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Thanks. You know, so I tend to leave it in. Actually, I just before this, as I was eating my lunch, I watched the latest Joe Scott video. No, not Joe Scott. I did watch a Joe Scott video, but a Tom Scott video. Why do YouTubers do the clap at the start of the video? And it's not just for the audio sync. He said it, and rightly so. Although I don't really do this, but everyone knows my videos are genuine. Right, they can, you know, they're just so in-depthly genuine, it's not funny. But yeah, he made an interesting thing, which is true. Why do content creators, you know, leave in the clap, which is normally an audio sync thing, and normally you would cut that, right? A good video editor would cut that out, and you would start with a clean, hi, I'm Tom Scott, and I'm here looking at this this weird and wonderful thing, right? No, they don't do that. They leave it in so that to show to the audience that it's kind of real, that they're really there. They're not standing in front of a green screen and they're actually doing it. They're operating the camera. It just gives a sense of genuineness. Thank you, the old outlaw. No need for bells and whistles. Yeah, it depends on the type of content. Like my plan with the EEV Discover channel was that I would actually have like a whole series. I'd do a whole series because they weren't time sensitive or anything. So I'd go out and shoot like, you know, half a dozen different location things, you know, like visiting different places and stuff like that. And I would then hire a professional video editor to make those. They're the kind of content, you know, if I'm visiting a fab, or, you know, a semiconductor fab, or I'm visiting a company, you know, touring a company's factory or something like that. That's the kind of content you could hire a video editor for, you know, and I can have a consistent theme for it, a consistency to the sort of like series of videos, but I never really kept up with that. So in the end, I didn't need, but that was the intention. But for just my general videos around the lab, just for working on random stuff, there's just no point. Hey, Def Bomb's in the house.